Let's take a look at question number 8 from the May 2016 release version of the Algebra 1 STAAR test. Let's go ahead and read. What value of x makes the equation negative 5x minus the quantity, that's how we say when you have an expression inside parentheses, the quantity negative 7 minus 4x equals negative 2 times the quantity 3x minus 4. What value of x is going to make this equation true? Okay, so the easiest way with a calculator to be able to solve this is using the numerical solver. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it without numerical solver to start out with, and then we'll go over how to do it with the calculator. Okay, so our first goal for solving this is to get rid of our negatives in front of the parentheses. So we're going to drop our grouping symbols by distributing our negative values. We're going to distribute our negative values to both of our quantities here, and then we'll go ahead and combine our like terms and solve for x. So let's go ahead and do this by hand without a calculator. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to distribute. We're just going to bring down the negative 5x. Okay, and now we're going to distribute the negative to the negative 7 and then to the negative 4x. Okay, so that's going to give us a positive 7 and a positive 4x. And let's go ahead and erase this equal sign here. Okay. All right, and then we have equals, and now we're going to distribute the negative 2 to the 3x, and then the negative 2 to the negative 4. So negative 2 times 3x gives us negative 6x, and then negative 2 times negative 4 gives us a positive 8. Okay, so what we're going to do is combine like terms on each side. So here we have a negative 5x and a positive 4x. These are both like terms, so we're going to go ahead and put those together. So a negative 5x and a 4x gives us a negative x. And then we just have a plus 7, so bring down our plus 7. And there's only two terms on the right side, and they're not like terms, so let's go ahead and leave them separate. So we have negative 6x plus 8. Okay. Alright, so now we want to decide which way we're going to move our x's. So let's move the negative 6 over here to the left by adding 6x to both sides. Okay, when we add 6x, it'll make this negative 6 become 0, and whatever you do to one side of the equation, you must do it on the other side to keep everything in balance. Okay, so we're going to add 6x to both sides, and let's go ahead and do that step. So we have plus 6x here, and then plus 6x over here. Okay, and let's go ahead and finish total up the left side, and we're going to have a negative x and a positive 6x give us 5x. Bring down our plus 7. And over here we have the negative 6 and the positive 6x give us 0, so we're just left with 8. Okay, so our next step is to move this constant value 7 over to the right side by subtracting 7 from both sides. So let's go ahead and do that step. So minus 7 here, minus 7 over here. And on the left side we now have 5x. And then we have a positive 8 and a negative 7, which gives us 1. So we have one final step, is to divide by our coefficient of our variable x that we're trying to solve for. And so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to divide both sides by 5. That's our coefficient of x, so divide both sides by 5. And we found out that x is going to equal 1/5. So let's take a look at our answer choices over here. So looks like answer J is going to be the proper answer choice. And we're going to go ahead and do this on the calculator, so that'll be next.